did we? Is he gorgeous? Yes. I came in his name, I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. I came in his name, I am saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountain top and offered him every kingdom. He would not stop. He said, Son of man, worship me. Come over, bend your knee. I said, I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with trophies. Then there was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they told the story after he was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. Good evening, boys and girls. Sorry I wasn't on yesterday, I fell asleep. Woke up at about quarter. Some goes out to all you natural girls. On the day you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and then he blew on the clouds and blew them away. Heaven and earth he built it, took him just 6 days. Took him twice as long to make that smile for your beautiful face. He said, 'cause you're a natural girl. Sent a letter to Cadbury's, they made a recipe for your eyes. Took the twinkles from the stars and placed them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me, for me. 'Cause you're a natural girl. I'll work for days and toil for hours and hours just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers. And your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. It will fluster the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle with those curves and that smile, that smile. 'Cause you're a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la. And your veil will be handmade by nymphs. The blood across the glimpse of your legs, your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. 'Cause you're a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la. So I'll send a message to my father up above and tell him, found this girl, the one I've truly loved, the one that he sent down from heaven up above. fits me just like a glove. 'Cause she's a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la. I climb the walls, climb the highest steeple. At the top of my voice, you'll hear me sing to all the people. Found this girl I love, the one from above. 'Cause she's a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la. I'll write your name on Venus, Jupiter, Mars. When you look up at night, you'll see your name written in the stars. 'Cause you're a natural, actual girl. Today is gonna be the day they're gonna put this glow to you. By now you should have somehow realized it isn't true. I don't believe anybody proves the earth it spins. Well, yeah, so the flat earth wins. Backbeat, the word is on the street. That's the right thing called out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never held the globe in down. I don't believe anybody proves the earth it spins. That's why the flat earth wins. Oh, and all the, I knew it wrong. And all the globes they showed you, they were lying. All the pics they said was some satellites were CGI-ing. There were many proofs that I don't know how. I said you ought to have a pic of Ben B. Walter. 'Cause after all, we live on a ball. Today is gonna be the day that's gonna prove this glow to you. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you didn't think it wasn't true. I don't believe anybody proves the earth it spins. That's why the flat earth wins. Backbeat, the word is on the street. That's the last been called out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never held the globe in down. I don't believe anybody proves the earth it spins. That's why the flat earth wins. And all the globes they showed you, they were lying. All the pics they said from satellites were CGI. They were meant proofs that I'm trying to prove to you, but I don't know how. I said you ought to have a pic of Ben B. Walter. 'Cause after all, we live on. I said you ought to have a pic of Ben B. Walter. 'Cause after all, we live on a ball. 'Cause water's level. You've been fooled by the devil. 'Cause water's level. You've been fooled by the devil. by the devil. Annabelle Vinneman! Hello, Annabelle. How you doing? Hello, Jen. Luke, Rach, Susanna, and Denise. How you all doing? You have a nice day. Hey, you've been fooled by the devil. They're just not going to believe it, are they? They're just in their own self-arrogance, their own ego. They're just not going to believe it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe God will change it all. He'll rewrite what he said in the Bible. Or whatever he said was true in the Bible. Don't you even get me started. God saw the gold and the gold was good. Don't talk shite. Jeweler, talking to me. In my holy book. In my very, very holy book. Saying the truth, people, friends and family literally think that you're crazy. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo with so much space. When you're out there without a care, yeah. I was out of touch, but it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. That make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. And I hope you're having the time of your life. Baby, think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? I said bless your soul. Really think you're in control? I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy, just like me. My hero gave his life upon the cross, all because he loves you and me. Ever since I was little, it looks like fun. No coincidence, I've come. I can die when I'm done. Does that make me crazy? Does that make you crazy? Does that make us crazy? Possibly. No, Bartley. just like I'd never gone. I knew the song, a young girl with her eyes like the desert. It all seems like yesterday, not far away, but tropical, the island breeze, all of nature's wild and free. This is where I long to be, like East upon me now. And as the samba played, the sun would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes, my Spanish lullaby. I fell in love with San Pedro. Warm wind carried on the sea. I've done it again. Warm wind carried on the... No, it's not, it's backwards. Why is that backwards? That's why I'm doing it wrong. I didn't notice that. It's backwards. Warm wind carried on the sea, calls to me. Ti amo. I prayed the days would last. They went so fast. Tropical, the island breeze, all nature's wild and free. This is where I long to be now. East London now. And as the samba played, the sun had set so high, ran through my ears, sting my eyes, my Spanish lullaby. I want to be where the sun holds the sky, when it's time for siesta to watch go by. Beautiful faces, no cares in this world, where a girl loves a boy and a boy loves a girl. I fell in love with San Pedro. Warm wind carried on the sea, he calls to me. But tropical, the island breeze, all nature's wild and free. This is where I long to be, like East of Bonita. And as the samba played, the sun would set so high, run through my ears and sting my eyes, my Spanish. Good tradition of love and hate. Standing by the fireside is a good tradition of love and hate. Standing by the fireside. Oh, the rain may fall and your father's calling you. You still feel safe inside. Although your mom's too proud and your brother's ignoring you, you still feel safe inside. Oh, was this so low? Was this yesterday? Was this true for you? Across all the rest of taken time, I didn't leave a lot for you. And all the corners laced with memories, tell you how it used to be. Mother smiles and children play, bad things happen miles away, and strong feelings never bother you. Hold your head up while the rest of us try to. Oh, call the people, call the people. Oh, call the stations, call the people. We all want to know. Across all the rest of taking time, you didn't even want to know. Yeah! There's a good tradition of love and hate. Standing by the fireside is a good tradition of love and hate. Standing by the fireside, although the rain may fall and your father rest of taking time, it didn't leave a lot for you. I said all the rest of taking time, it didn't leave a lot for you. Bing! Because whilst all the rest have taken time, it didn't leave a lot for you. Well, whilst it's on the 4th fret, anybody like the blues? She takes my money when I'm in need. She's a trifling friend indeed. She's a gold digger, baby, way over town. It digs on me, she digs on me. I said, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton underarm. I said, I can tell you right, I can tell by your charm. As far as the girls, you got a flock on your arm. But I'm looking for the one, have you seen her? The psychic said she got an ass like Serena, Trina, Jennifer Lopez. For 4 kids, I gotta take all the bad asses to show it. It's okay, grab your friends, but then they got the kids. Okay, grab your kids, but then they got the friends. I pulled up in the Benz and they all got in, and we all went for dinner. I had to pay. If you're effing with this girl, you better get paid. You know why? It take too much to touch her. From what I heard, she's got a baby by Buster. My best friend said she's F with Usher. I don't care what none of y'all say, I still love her. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down, I said. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down, I said. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down, I said. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down, I said. 18 years, 18 years. She's got one of your kids, got him for 18 years. I know somebody paying child support for one of his kids. His mama's crib is bigger than he is, and you'll see him on the TV any given Sunday. They win the Super Bowl and drive off in a Hyundai. She's supposed to buy a shotty Tyker with your money, but she went to the doctor, she got lipo with their money, and she's walking around looking like Michael with your money. Should've got an insurance Geico for your money. If you ain't no punk, holler, we want prenup. It's a half, cause when she leave your ass, she's gonna leave with half. I said, get down, girl, go ahead, get down. She takes my money when I'm in need. Well, she's a traveling friend indeed. She's a gold digger, baby, way over town. She digs on me, on me. I ain't saying you a gold digger, cause you got needs, but you wanna do to smoke, but you can't buy no weed. You all go out for dinner, you can't pay, you can't leave. There's dishes in your back, you better roll up those sleeves. But while you're washing, watching, it's gonna make a Benz out of it. Ambition, baby, look in his eyes. This week is mopping floors, and next week it's a fry. So you stay nice, you stay right, girl. And when you get on, you leave your ass for a wine, girl. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down, I said. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. She takes my money when I'm in need. Hold going traveling. Friend indeed, she's a gold digger, baby. Way over town, she digs on me, on me. Go on, then, let's sing one for God. This one goes out to the big fella in the sky. Heaven. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave that can hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave that can hold my spirit down. Look way down the river, what do you think I see? See a band of angels coming after me. Ain't no grave that can hold my body down. Look down yonder, Gabriel, put your feet on the land and see. Gabriel, don't you blow your trumpets till you've heard from me. Ain't no grave, I missed that, that can hold my body down. Meet me, Jesus, meet me up in the air. If these wings don't fail me, meet you anywhere. Ain't no grave that can hold the baby Jesus down. There ain't no grave that can hold his body down. Meet me, mother and father, meet me down the road. Mama, don't you know I'll be there when I check my load. Ain't no grave that can hold my spirit down. I've been down the river Jordan, I buried my knees in the sand, and I hollered hallelujah. I saw his promised lands. Ain't no grave that can hold my spirit down. Bink. Right, let's put my guitar back. Hello, handsome. Oh, you look all dapper again. All your ears are nicely cleaned. You've been in the bath again, my boy. He's my smelly, been in the bath again. Got a biscuit? Not one of that. Right, that's him sorted. I don't need to cover you up, do I? Dicky Birdie. Oh. To have a mic. Maybe it's not such a good idea to have my microphone above my head every time I forget it's there. As I sit down, I smash right into it. Damn you, microphone. Is it working? Is it on? It is on. Right, sorry about that. Damn thing. Now it's in the way of the screen. Oh my gosh. How did I do this before? Is that it? That's close enough, I'm sure. Oh my gosh. Just sort it out. There we go. Right, give me that keyboard. Actually, it's quite nice being right next to the microphone. Right, there you go. Right, close that window. Come back to you lot. Go to the stream. Copy and paste the stream. I'll be right back with you. Home. Give me that keyboard. Give me that. Copy and paste. Go to Twitter. Tweet into Twitter. Post. Paste. And tweet. That should be it. There it is. And we're done. Let's come back to class again. How are you all doing? Do you have a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat plane? I hope you did. Who was first in class tonight? It was Denise in San Diego. Grace Van Wormer in New York. Hello, Grace. Susanna came third. Rachel. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? Number 4. Luke came 5th. Jen came 6th. How are you doing, Jen? Thank you for what's to be another amazing class. Stop trying to be the teacher's pet. Annabelle Vinneman. We said hello, Annabelle Vinneman. How are you doing? Cable X. Salam. Conspiración Biblica. In Spanish, I believe. Have you guys done the school test on yourself? Of course I have. I've done everything. Okay, the only no I haven't. I ain't done the stare test, but I'm going to put it in my next video. That's for sure. Trini, hello Trini, how you doing? Liana Martin, thank you. Thank you. To whom are you speaking? Hello Liana, how you doing? And I think that's all of you. It is. Welcome to the show, guys. Sorry I wasn't with you last night. Why does that look blurred on your screen? That looks weird. Is that my doing? Oh, it's showing it in low resolution probably. Right, not there it's not though, is it? No, that's okay. Right, every day we look at the human skeleton, except yesterday because I fell asleep. Men have got bigger faces. Look at the difference. If I do male's eyes, I get a bigger triangle on the left than I do on the right. Obvious, you can see the bigger face, right? You can see the bigger face. Small face, big face. We call it squashy face. Squashy face versus spread face, wide face. Men have far apart eyes with rectangle shaped sockets. Women have closer eyes, rounded shaped sockets. Big nose, big teeth, little teeth. A wider dental arch to match the far apart eyes. A narrow dental arch to match the closer eyes. A big square jaw to match these two. And a sloping jaw, pointed chin to match the narrow teeth and the narrow closer eyes. A woman has what we call a 5 head because it's flat. She has a flat 5 head. And a man has a sloping 4 head. Look at the difference in the size of those heads. A woman's head in general looks like an upside down egg. And a man's looks like a rectangle, a square, or a cube. Sometimes we say a bowling ball because he's as wide as he is long, almost. Woman is nowhere near as wide as she is long. So we give this one a much more of a bowling ball head than this one, which always has an oval shape to it. A heart shape, if you want to call it that. Excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching and research without the need for publishing form or payment to a copyright holder, to the noddy holder. Welcome to the show. If you're new, it takes a little bit of practice, but once you can do this for yourself, these
liars and deceivers become quite apparent because males have got bigger heads and faces than females. Look at the size of this skull compared to that one. Look how much wider it is across. Same this way. Male's face is wider this way. But women don't have the big shaped eye sockets. Look, that man has deep set. Much darker in that eye than it is in that eye, right? Because these are deeper set eyes. Let's go back right there. We stopped on Anne Kanslimi. Can slime. Can see me. Anne can see me. Answer me. Anne can see me. Right, okay. Straight away, I've got one-eyed symbolism with a big old dirty pedo spiral in it. Are you kidding me? They just put it on plain sight, don't they? If any of them stories are true about them, may God have mercy on your souls, eh? Jesus warned you, don't touch little ones. Let's go back. Images. Anne. This is Anne. Is that Anne's husband? Look at the size of this clavicle. Look at it. Look at the shadow above it. Oh, look at the thickness of that clavicle. Oh, he's gonna have a Barbie. Is he really? Who's the big tall bitch there? It's Snoop Doggy bitch's sister. I'm sure it is. Look how tall she is. She's a long one, isn't she? She's one of them ones that took to the human growth hormones. Almost a basketball player. Faking a baby so that you believe that he gave birth. This giant. Look at the size of that paw. Look at it. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like a crocodile foot. Like a Nile crocodile's hand. Look at the size of it. It's a big long arm. It's a big thick arm. Look how broad and thick that muscle is. Women are fine and gentle. They bulge at the top of the shoulder, not all the way down. Slender is the word I'm looking for. He's got far apart eyes. Let's go back. Boys with boobs on YouTubes. That digit ratio is male, isn't it? Yeah, this one's longer than that one. How come his clavicles aren't? I bet he's been photoshopped. I bet this has been touched up. I was expecting bigger clavicles than that after that last picture I saw there. Look at the thickness of the damn thing. Mind you, it's not exactly small, is it? Still, even though it's been photoshopped, it's not exactly small. Big ridges underneath the skin is what you see when you look at men, not women. Women have got a subcutaneous layer of fat that covers the whole body in case you get pregnant. It's a fail-safe created by your Heavenly Father to keep you and baby safe. So if you got pregnant and you didn't know, all the subcutaneous fat that your body holds would be used to nourish baby until you realised you were pregnant. 666s. He does yoga, does he? Let's go back. I quite like the crown picture. It's a bit small. Oh, there's a better one. We'll take that as your face. It's a bit large, but I don't care. Just remember, the Bible says that they will wink their eyes at you. They and them. You will know them by their fruits. They will wink their eyes at you and stick out their tongues. It's up to you to be alert. The devil prowls like a lion. Look at the size of that noggin. Oh my God. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but I couldn't help it. Father, forgive me, Father. Forgive me, Father. I hope that baby's grown up. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. Look at the wide bowling ball. The crocodile hands there again. Look. Mum's got crocodile hands. I thought the song went crocodile shoes. It is more than obvious that I'm looking at an inverted family there. It doesn't matter which country you go to, right? I believe it's Skull and Gaiters. Skull and Gaiters. Shawnee. Can I find Sean? Or is it going to be on? It should be on the Sean, shouldn't it? Why are you not coming up? And that's knackers. Right, 1 second. Home. So, this is me. I've got a big face, look. Wide-ass cheekbones, huge mouth, square jaw. Look at the right angle. Look how low my ear sits, close to my top lip, look. Square jaw, square chin, deep set eyes, look. Thick brow bone overhanging, sloping back short forehead. She was stunning, by the way, the zombie that was holding on to me. But there it is. Perfect skull fit. My teeth are huge. They really are. I've hated my smile. And now I really like them. I'm getting old. They're all falling out. Not the front ones yet, but I'm losing the back ones like a bitch. Sean, let's find one of Sean's pics, then I can find Sean's channel. I don't know why it don't come up when I put Sean in. It is Sean on here, and it's not Gary. Sean, Gary. Oh, there's one. Sean. So we can go to Sean's. I don't even need to. We can do it here. This is the picture I'm looking for. There is a clear difference when using these skulls compared to this one and that one. Look at that. That's just a joke. It's just a joke. You're just giving yourself away. You will know them by their fruits, by their works, by the things they do and say, not just by their skull and gaits. It's really simple once you get the hang of it. Males have got bigger faces, just what I explained about the triangles. Look, it's a perfect example of it. What you do is you get a picture that's 50% face and 50% space. So above and below the picture, we'll show you on this one, it's much easier. There's a space of about, I don't know, 15, 20% there, and at the bottom is a 25, 30% space there. Meaning the middle section of this picture, if I was to move them up, I would get a halfway line where the skulls fit in and the bottom would be space. So you're looking for 50% space in the pictures you use to create. Say you're skull checking someone personal to you. This is the way you do it. You have to have a 50-50 picture of them. If you don't, you have to move the skulls and change the skull sizes, which is not what you want to do. It's okay if you've got a load of gaits to go with it. You can use a full-size picture and make the skulls massive and change the size. It doesn't matter. But for primary checking, you make sure the picture is going to be 50% size. I will show you, look. This one, that is not a 50-50 picture. Look how big I made the skulls. Right, it's not a 50-50, but you can see how big the fivehead is. She's widest in the hairline. Close set eyes, look. Small mouth, pink lips, no jawline. Nothing like my jawline, right? Doesn't walk like me, walks cross-legged. This is the main part you have to control yourself with. There's gaits. Gaits will stitch up any face. Anybody who's lying about you, all you got to do is put a gait video up and prove that you're a real person. Because a man doesn't walk like this at all, ever. So when they do these skulls and they've got oversized pictures, you know that there's a chance that they're trying to change your mind without gaits on someone's face. That is a full-size picture. There's a 50-50 size. Let's go back. There. 50-50 pics, look. Half of the picture is face and half of it is space. You just roll them skulls straight in and one of them will fit. You'll know but just by the fivehead. Before you even get to placing the skull, when you bring the face up alongside it, you'll be able to see it fits. Or you'll see the eyes are in line, the chin's in line with what you're about to place over it. When you do it with a man, it's exactly the same, but you'll see the eyes are up here somewhere as you're bringing the skulls in. Because you didn't change the original picture. But that picture has to be a 50-50 to match the ratio of this picture. You understand? If you're not doing that and you're having to change sizes of pictures and skulls, you better have gaits to comply with your skull check. So people can tell the difference between a male and female skull. It's not difficult. But as I was saying, when you go messing with these skulls, to people like me, Sean, and other students that have been here for years doing this, we instantly know you're a liar. There's Tom Hanks, look, on a show. What is she doing there through her tights? What is Tom Hanks doing? They're all laughing, lot. You can see just by the size of Tom's head, it's a woman. The long face, the high set ears, the low set face, the long low set face, gives them away. But this videos on my channel. Go watch my video channel. My videos on my channel here. You're watching the live. Go watch the. Bing. Message. No, that'll do. Oh, yeah, thanks, Jen. But there's my channel. Open. You go to videos. Lives are here. This is where all the lives are. Look. You can go back and watch the lives. Train yourself. But videos are the ones I make where I speak to people or for training. And all the memes that I make are just about it. I haven't put them up for about a year and a half. I started putting meme videos up, like all of them beginning with S lot, beginning with T. I didn't do WXYZ. There's hardly any people with WXYZ anyway. Only a few. But down here, past the celebrities, and there's your training videos. Moon bumps, skulls, how to skull check, how to stair check, how to gate check. Those 3 videos are the most important ones you can watch. And if you don't understand them straight away, go back, watch them again. Teach yourself how to do this, so that no man can ever deceive you. But in our case, it's mostly women in it that are deceiving us, because women rule the world. I say women. I use the word very loosely. Loose women. But, I've been destroying football for the last 3 days on Twitter. The golfers. Yeah, we've been destroying footballers. Today I can't believe I didn't have Eric. I did have an Eric Cantona, but it wasn't a very good one. But I've lost that as well. Jota, not Jota. Where's today's footballers? Have I really? Oh, there we go. Roundabout here. F1 drivers. The Epstein list. The Weinstein list. Explain to me why all the victims of Harvey Weinstein have got bigger, wider faces, far apart eyes, and bigger heads, blockheads, than Harvey Weinstein. Explain the necks on all these so-called women compared to Harvey's no neck. You can't do it. But forensics does. Forensics explains to me perfectly what Harvey Weinstein actually is, just by the way she walks. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perfect full minces, one from the side. They say that Harvey had a very small penis shaped like a clitoris. Do you mean a vagina? Same with Epstein, the list. There is no list. I told you to make it all up. I've told you, if it's true about the hot dogs, the pizzas, and all the rest of it, may God have mercy on a bunch of people that they are. May He have mercy on them. But until otherwise, anything that can't be proven in a court of law is just hearsay. And you're just believing hearsay. Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome. There's no chrome. There's no adreno. Think about it. Why would the loving Heavenly Father put some sort of drug in young children that adults can terrify them and scare the drug out of them so they can drink it? What kind of loving God who can see past, future and present would do that? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. It just sounds like Satan's talking again, and he's just filling my head with evil images, because that's what he's... Right? I don't never have those thoughts ever appear, those visions, those images, until I read their sick, twisted stories where Joseph, what's his name, held his 21-year-old daughter in a basement, a makeshift prison under the house for 21 years and had babies with her and all this. I would never even imagine conjuring up those thoughts in my head. But they describe it all in detail in newspapers and everything. It makes me sick to the bone. It really does. It's all intelligence driven. For tampering with children, doing tests on them. But it didn't shut it down, it just went underground. Of course they continued. These sick twats. If there's anything that they can upset God with, they go and do it. I don't know why you'd want to anger him. I really don't. He's the most powerful thing known to man. If there is a universe, he's the most powerful thing in it because he created it. But the scientists, like Einstein, taught me that I live on a ball, that it's spinning, that water bends. Someone showed me a picture of water dropping into a water. This is what they showed me. I'll just show you this. Of course, the person got insta-blocked. I don't even reply to idiots. Water dropping. Images. Or dripping. That'll do. Right, this is the bit that makes me laugh, right? This is how much of a div this person is, right? And we use this one's better. This is how much. It looks like a speaker, don't you think? It looks like a speaker. That cloud, remember when I said the cloud was dropping down in front of me? That's what it looked like. Like spaghetti, like an engine, like that shape, like a speaker or an engine, with a piston driving up and down. That's what the cloud. Anyway, I'm sidetracking myself. This is how stupid they actually are. Right? I've had people send me pictures of waves. Idiots. It's not water bending. That's water moving. This is water at calm. Right? Just at calm. You drop a water droplet into it, and this person uses this as proof that water bends. Look, this is bending water. No, it's been fractured by a droplet or something being dropped into it, and that's a splash. It's called a splash. It's not called water bending. But this is how literally stupid these people think. Either they are or they think you are. As a flat earther of 12 years, you're trying to draw my attention to this when my attention is firmly fixed on that very flat, stable water level showing in the background. Just like when I look at the sea and the sky. It's exactly what it looks like. Because water always finds level. This is water level and that's a water splash. Now take your sorry ass back to Satan and tell him Poncho spanked it. Alright? Twat. Right. Right, so when skull checking people, this picture, if you brought the skulls in, the picture's too small. Okay, you'd have to shrink the skulls. And if it's too big, you have to make the skulls bigger. You don't want to do that. What you're looking for is a 50-50 picture where half of the picture is face and a bit of it below it will make up another 50-50 and you can just slot the skulls in. I'm telling you now, as a student of forensics for 6 years, that is a woman and that is a man purely based on the shape of that skull and the distance in those eyes. I don't need a gate. You see, this is why they don't want you to learn skulls. Because once you can face check like I just did then, and I couldn't help laughing. I'm sorry, Father, but it's a joke what they're doing. And when they show me what they've done, you know, turned a little girl into a boy, which is what I've just seen, sometimes it shocks me. And that was more of a shockful laugh. Because I could see how much the little girl looked like the big tall mama and not the little dad. I am stuck in a sick world where it's okay for them to do this to little people, to the innocent. And before you even go there, I know that this person was innocent once. It was done without his will. He was turned into a girl. They gave him fame and fortune. But there's a great sadness sometimes when I look at these pictures, and I can see it in this picture here, That person looks very sad. And you can put it down to their acting skills because they can smile as well because they're a child that grew up in it. And you'd have a great battle with your own conscience. No matter how good a person you are, you'd have a great battle with your conscience when everyone around you knows this secret. And if you speak out about it, they'll move you away or whatever they do to you. Write you out, snuff you out, whatever they do to you. They're in a club that we're not in. And I'm glad. I'm glad to be in the God club rather than the Satan club. I was born into the God club without knowing God was real, knowing that Jesus died for my sins. I didn't know any of these things. The power that be, who is God, made sure that all of us, including these people, have redemption, have a chance of redemption if you want it. That sounds like a loving Heavenly Father to me. He doesn't promise me knickknacks and Ferraris and fame and fortune and 72 big bosom virgins. And why would you want 72 women, all virgins? It just the idea of it twists. Honestly, it's just like beautiful. it just twists inside of me. Same for in the Bible when God said. He stopped the sun and said, go and kill all the women and children in this village. Except for the little virgins, you take them home for yourself. What? You in your right skull in mind? You can't be. You cannot be if you believe that God would say that. If you think that Jesus would tell slaves, be a good slave for your master. The idea of slavery, I see chains and bondage and forced labour. That's the idea of what slavery is. If slavery was something else, where you actually willingly wanted to give yourself as a slave to some rich person, and that rich person gave you everything you ever needed, then I could understand if Jesus was saying that. But I still wouldn't understand why anybody would want to give themselves as a slave to another man or woman when God is your only master, your only true point of origin on the compass. When you've got God in your heart, none of these things make sense to you. And they don't. God saw the gold and the gold was good. Jesus said use a usury when you've got no money. These things make no sense. But I'll tell you now, it's not these things that bother me in the Bible. It's the way Mark Twain said it. It's not the things I can't understand that bother me in the Bible. It's the things I can understand that bother me greatly. Things that just ring out and resonate within me, that God created me from source. He created me from the dust of the earth. I made no sense. He made a clay man out of the dust. No, that's not. He took all the elements of the earth itself and created you out of them. You are in yourself a living world created by God. It dumbfounds me that people can't see it. And it's because they believe that they descended from monkeys. Because of these pricks here. Einstein walks like a bitch. You got a big. Is he pregnant? Is she preggers? She looks pregnant there, doesn't she? Size of them hips, short arms, hanging akimbo. Woman, all the way to the bank. Close set eyes, pudgy little subcutaneous layers of fat around the chin. Einstein, Neil deGrasse Tyson, egghead, widest in the hairline. Dial M for mong chops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, perfect female gates. 6 with that one. Brian Cox, the English physicist, used to be a keyboardist for a band called D-Ream and sang the Labour promo song during the 90s. Things can only get better. They're never going to get better because these people rule the world. These people have taken over media, social media, radio, television, acting. Every single job where there's an influence in your mind, they've got the wrong distance in their eyes. They've got the wrong colour lips. They walk with the wrong gait. All of these scientists, Einstein, Neil deGrasse, Brian Cox, and Bill Nye with the long face, the arched eyebrow. 1, 2, 3 female gaits. They've all got one thing in common. Yes, they lie because they told you you're descended from a monkey. They told you that you live on a ball. Bill Nye literally tells you in one of his interviews, Earth is an enclosed system. We have nowhere to go. Well, kind of, it is the truth. You're not going anywhere. Well, not yet. Not until you've had your last breath. And then your spirit will rise up out of this enclosed system. It's the only way to get out of here is in spirit form. Understand? They're trying to get out in the living form and ruin heaven. That's why they're blasting rockets at the firmament and everything else, trying to... We gotta get out of this place. We haven't. We have a way out. It's called redemption. That's why Bob Marley sings about a redemption song. You live in a free dome. Under a dome. Freedom. But these people have lied to us since we got here. They created a world that doesn't exist. So when they tell you that you're living in a matrix, you are their matrix, and it's a mind, it's a spiritual matrix that you're living in. You know, they've messed with your mind. They've created this ball earth that you believe in, where water bends, where people can stand sideways on a ball at 3 and 9 o'clock. They're standing outwards, and people at 6 o'clock are stood upside down. Sean in Australia, New Zealand, is stood upside down on the ball and he pees upwards. Is what the mass majority of Earth believes. Sad, isn't it? That they can't even work out the simple facts. Water's level. Water's level. Send me as many pictures of waterfalls and droplets and whatever you want. I just don't even bother. I am so far away from flat earth and the crappy circular arguments of it. I've got 2 questions. Show me bendy water. You can't. You just show me droplets and water falling. Prove to me that the earth's spinning. You can't. And don't send me another folk out video, you divs. You don't want to talk about the union. It's connected to a union at the top that makes it swing that way, you divs. Why does it swing like that? Because of a union in the ceiling. I'm in union with Christ, which means I'm high wired to the truth. When I hear it, it resonates, and when I hear a lie, it resonates. So you can do as many wrong skull checks as you like, Skull and Gates. You can use these stupid skulls that don't mean anything compared to the ones we use. You can use all the tactics you want. When you got Lady Gaga wrong when you first started your channel, I corrected you, and I thought, oh, you can make a mistake. But for someone who's been in it as long as I have, it was also a marker that if you keep on making them like that, you're going to be a troll, aren't you? And you are a troll. Look at the state of these skulls compared to the originals, which are very different. You can tell the difference instantly. That's what we want. We don't want this blandness, dirtying and muddying the waters. It's what Christ said you'd do. I will know thee by thy gates. And if you're not Josephine, show your gate, show your face. You live in a world full of liars, and they want to try and change what I've taught you. Be aware of them. That's all I can tell you. But as for skull checking, we don't need the skulls. Without that skull, I can already see their rounded, close-set, beautiful, pretty eyes with Betty Boot lips, widest in the hairline. I can already see it. I don't need these templates to see it. I can see that's a low-mounted, small face, squashy face. When you look at my face, my eyes don't look squashed. My eyes don't look squashed downwards. My face don't look squashed. It's spread. Rectangle shaped, deep set eyes. Back to Annie can see me. Annie can see me. PD can see you. I'll tell you, you're a bloke. I'll take that as your 50-50. It's a bit small, but I don't care as long as I find 5 gates. Let's go gate shopping with Annie. Or Anne. Or as I'd like to call him, Man. Man can see me. Yeah, I can see you. There's another one. Explain to me why this one's got a big square jaw. It's been feminized, but it's still big and square, wide ass cheekbones. This one's got no cheekbones. This one's got small but low set ears. This one's got small but high set ears. Man and woman are very different. And I'll grant you that the female African has got a wider smile than most Caucasian women or Asian women. The skull is bigger on it. I'll grant you that. But when you're looking at the two faces, the male still rules and still has the bigger teeth and the further distance in his eyes, even wider than the African female, because that's the design that God created. So when I see this face like this with these long, narrow, do you know what it looks like? It looks like the Trailer Park Boys, an African Trailer Park boy, Eddie the Eagle Edwards. That's what I'm seeing. I'm literally seeing a black Eddie the Eagle Edwards because of the long shaped face. Look, watch. Eddie the Eagle. Ski jumper. That's what I'm seeing. And again, I see quite a few faces in there. It's because of the egg-shaped head, the widest in the hairline, the small high-set ears, the lacking of a jawbone look. Just rounded, soft, triangle-shaped face. Eddie, they didn't half mock Eddie, didn't they? I'll give it to her. She did 90-metre jumps. She was born in England and she did ski jumping. Right, Eddie the Eagle. Edna the Eagle. So when looking instantly, I can tell just by the distance in those eyes. Look how close together those eyes are. I can tell just by the distance in your eyes. That can't be the same person, surely. Is it really? It doesn't look like him. Oh, it is. Same gap in the teeth. That's a very strange change, isn't it? Right, let's go back. I'll take that. Let's go gate shopping. I didn't see one. And we're out of pictures. This isn't happening. I very much doubt it. Walking. Yeah, we're leaving. Yeah, there's nothing. Maybe one there if I'm lucky. Oh, that is him. I'd just like to point out that when looking at pictures, for all you newbies, we do not just look at the people in question. We like to look at the crowds around them, because you will see real people. But the ones closest to them seem to have these funny looking gates. Look at that gate there. And that one looks like it's broken, doesn't it? Like the closest people to them are flash mobs of the same characters. I.e. the wrong skeletons, the wrong gates. That's the one gate I've got for Ann Kinsimi, but it's a perfect male. I know the females in midsection, female Bigfoot we call it. Look how flat that shoe is compared to the male one. This is what we call flat-footed. The female Bigfoot, flat-footed. I've got one gate. I'll take it, seeing as... I'll try street, see if we can get another one. But I don't think we will. No, we're done. Oh, that made me laugh. Where is it? Where is it? Is that it? That's it. So I'm watching Twitter earlier on and this come onto my timeline. I thought I'll remember to save this. It said it's some dude with a bifter and he's like, all continents start and end. I've never thought about it before. All continents start and end with the same letter. And I was like, really? America, yeah. Africa, yeah. Asia, Australia. I thought, they can't all be A's. And that's not what I meant. Begin and end with the same letter. Not that they all got the same letter. That's 4 continents out of 7. Well, there's more, but out of 7, that begin and end in A. I was like Antarctica, Europe, Antarctica. That's a consonant, right, on its own. And Asia, did I say Asia? I said Asia. I can't remember what the last one is. Right? But I started thinking about it. I thought, oh yeah, so it does. And then I went I thought, I'll just have a look what it says in the comments. What about South Africa? And I was instantly like, you can't be kidding me. Surely you gotta be kidding me. Why would you say Africa, South Africa, when you know that Africa is one big continent and north and south it's still Africa? So why would you put that down as the first answer? It didn't have to make me laugh. So I thought, well, let's keep going down. I'll keep going down and see what other answers I get. Grok. Coincidence in English naming of Africa, A&A, Asia, A&A, Australia, A&A, Antarctica, there you go. Europe, I got that one. South America, it's because I didn't say South America, didn't I? But South America is still America, right? You do understand that, like South Africa is still Africa. It's just the south of it, donkeys. It's just because that continent is as big as the north. That's why they made it the same. Africa's the same. It's all. I'll say it's just a bit smaller than those two combined. But there you go. There's your answer. There were 7 continents, and they all start and end in the same letter. You're right. I agree. America, Africa. It's like all of Africa, not South Africa, North Africa. Just like North America, South America. It's Americas. The Americas. It's just that both continents are so big. The whole continent is so big compared to the rest. But it wasn't that made me laugh. It was this. Giving birth isn't as painful as being kicked in the nuts. Some woman replied, have you had a baby? And the bloke replied, no. But over the years, women say, let's have another one. I never heard a man saying, come on, kick me in the nuts again. Funny. It didn't make me laugh. I won't show you that. Yeah, but I never noticed that the continents were beginning and starting in the same letters. Right, okay. Let's go back. Did you like that? It did not make me laugh. Do you know what? I like that more as your 50-50. I'm going to take that one as your 50-50. And we're done. Just like that. And can see me. Fails forensics. The state of that, the egghead, it's unbelievable. Next. But it does make me feel very sad when I see the children. It does. This one's got close set eyes straight away. Henry Ian Kusick. I don't know if I've done it. I'm going to check the back file. Right, whilst it searches, we'll go after Henry, sorry. We're done on your Chester the Molester mustache. Look at that. Pedophile tash. Right there. If that means you are I hope you rot. I really do. I hope God sends you a mercy. But I hope you rot. Do you know what he looks like to me? Keanu Reeves. I keep seeing Keanu. It's the soft chocolatey eyes. The triangle shaped face. Look at the sloping jaw. Pointed chin. No trachea. No meatball placement. Nowhere to pop a meatball. He plays Jesus. Have I done this one? I swear I've done this one. Oh, there's no gates. It's still searching. I like that as your 50-50. It's a little bit small, but I don't... Oh, we'll take that one instead then. Take that as your 50-50. Again, I'm looking at the space below and the space above the head to fit that skull in. It looks like that look. There's a space above and a space below. Bigger space below than there is above. And that's what I'm looking at. A bigger space below than there is above. To make that a 50-50, you'll just bring the skulls over And one skull will fit it perfectly. Back file. Still working on it. It can't be there, surely. It would have found it by now. Let's see if we've got gates for this person. Caricaturists are our friends. Look what the caricaturist drew. Close set eyes. Flat vertical forehead look. Arched. Massive ears though. High set. The small mouth, pink lips. The lacking of a huge Adam's apple, which should be there. It's there in some of the photos. Maybe I had it upgraded. Other ones, it's not even there. Mind you saying that, sometimes there's pictures with me where it doesn't show. So, oh look, our favourite egghead. Look at that egghead there. She is so obviously FTM. They both look very similar, actually, don't they? It's the wide skull that does it. Let's go back again. It looks like a BG. Oh, is that you? That is you, and it's a gate. I don't know if I can see it though. Gutted. Ski. Look at the straight-legged men. Pair of them. Both men look, but not here. Got that. Ski with go free, carefree, go free walk of a woman. Oh, what is wrong with that akimbo arm? Look at this. Puffing the chest now. That's what I'm doing. Because I'm a gentleman, yes, I'm a gentleman. Are there any women here today? How short is that arm? I'll tell you what, right? She must have trouble wiping her own ass. I'm just saying it now. I'll put it out there. I'm asking for a friend, whoever you are. Let's go back. That gate's no good to me, though. I think I'm done. I am. I think I have looked at this person before, you know. And there wasn't any gates last time. Or is it the other Jesus character I looked at? There weren't any gates. I think it's the other one. Is that Isaac Cappy? No, it's not. Oh, you stink, Marley. Fwah. Get out, you farted. There she is, though. Elbows out. Arms up, tiny hand. Look how small that hand is. Whose hand is that? Is there a small Barbie doll strapped to his back and the Barbie doll's arms? Has he only got one arm? That's what I'm asking. Why is he doing devil horns almost there? I've got elbows out and she's widest, look, below the crotch. You follow. A woman spreads from just underneath the elbow, which is there, and she continues to spread downward, and she continues to spread all the way down. Don't give me that's a pocket or a trainer. You can see it on this side, look. She's widest below the crotch. It's a woman. As if there's no pictures of this person walking. It's annoying. She's got the Getty seal. She's just got no enough yet, or she hasn't been famous long enough for pictures. Or she's an HBO star. Is it HBO? What? No, LGTV. I don't know what you call it. Them people. They're really famous on telly, but there's no pictures of them. That's the only gate. It's no good to me. I needed at least one full mint or one full march for a woman. And you don't look at that figure there. Oh, that is just straight up. That's a big dude though, isn't it? Big dude in high heels. Why'd you say that? That's a big girl there. Let's go back. Yeah, it's not happening. There's no gates for your Henry Ian Cusick. Find me the gates. And none of you ever do. Or very few of you do. We're done. Next. Celeste Van Dien is an actress known for Sleeping Beauty, Kismet, The Dog Who Saved Christmas Vacation. Celeste Van Dien, Los Angeles. Born in Los Angeles, right? Okay, American. Never heard of this person, that's all. Is that him? Oh, we're done. On the shoulders alone, I've got problems. So look at the distance in you. Oh, we're done. We are so done. That is a massive triangle. There's nothing feminine about it. It's a big square. Even though the chin's been feminized, it's a big square jaw. Is that the wife? She's got close set eyes, hasn't she? Let's go back again. I don't know why I'm seeing Kent Ovind. Let's have a look. That's no good to me. That's better. 50-50 look. Half of the picture is face and half of it is space. Thereabouts look. Just slot them skulls in. I'll take it. A rectangle shaped eyes with a bit of brow bone showing. Forehead, wide ass cheekbones. The chin's been feminized. This one, the husband, has been masculinized. Look. He got a bit of a jaw implant. She didn't. She had it shaved down. Is that him now? Oh my gosh, he got manlier, didn't he, as he got older? Life hasn't been kind to me lately. Well, Celeste Van Dien. Oh, this ain't happening either. Walking. Yeah, we're done. See you later. I'm not putting straight. Wasting my life. Next. Who's this? Ariel Pink. I swear we've done Ariel Pink, haven't we? Let me have a quick look. Back file. Paste. Searching. Ariel Pink. Whilst it searches, we'll go into all first. It's a singer, right? Ariel Marcus Rosenberg, professionally known as Ariel Pink, is an American musician, singer, songwriter whose work draws blah 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 blah. Lo-fi aesthetic home recorded albums. Right. It doesn't matter what the backstory is. It's all lies. Like Eminem didn't grow up getting shot at on the 8 Mile. He might have grown up around there, but none of the stories are true. 50 Cent didn't run the streets of Harlem getting holes put all over him like they said. It's nonsense. Keanu Reeves isn't this sad, sorrowful soul. Sometimes I look at those pictures. He's a great actor, for sure. But sometimes I look at some pictures of all of these so-called stars and they don't look happy. They look empty. Yeah, it's like when you saw the astronauts come back from the moon. Neil, Buzz and the other one. When they come back from the moon, Neil, Buzz interview. That's a good one with a little girl. When he tells her we didn't go to the moon. Here, this.
At this time, I'd like to introduce the Apollo 11 crew, astronauts Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, Edwin Aldrin.
They're right. Feel the excitement. If you've just been to the moon, the old saying, "Oh, I'm over the moon," means that you're excited. I'm over the moon. I've been to the moon. And these three, is that in full resolution? No, let's move that up. 4:8 is the best. Okay. You only got to look at the faces and the sound of the voices to tell you that they're not happy with what they're doing. And no matter what they've been paid, the fame and fortune, they are lying to the whole world, deceiving the whole world. And I think it pained all three of them very strongly to do this. Not acting. I literally believe that they were very sorrowful right here.
Have participated in one great adventure. It's an adventure that took place not just in the month of July, but rather one that took place in the last decade.
You'd expect them to be jubilant. We did it. We travelled 500,000 miles in the darkness of space and got back. But no.
That interested us most, in particular the things that occurred on and about the moon.
Just like to point out the big egghead, the close set eyes, the squash face. Same with these two lot. Look how flat their heads are. Look how open their eye sockets are. Their eyes are not pushed into the skull lot. The eye socket itself is very rounded and opened.
We will use a number
There you go. There's a great sadness to what they did, and I think I felt their sadness in lying to the world. They don't care as long as there's masonry in the background. That's an egghead. Can you see the cupid's bow on the top lip? Can you see the pink lips? Can you see the small ears, close set eyes, the arched eyebrow? Can you see the sloping jawline, the subcutaneous layer of fat that surrounds said jawline, giving it an egg-shaped face and no ability to cast a shadow whatsoever? She looks like she's duping Delight right there. Roxy. Maybe that's what her real name is. Let's go back. Your eyes are too close. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. What's the back file saying? Ariel Pink. No, she's not there. Right, that's either no gates or I haven't done this investigation. Ooh, I like that as a 50-50. I'll take that one. Take that as your 50-50. Closer eyes, pink lips, Cupid's bow, no cheekbones, sloping jawline, pointed chin, no Adam's apple. Gale. Walking pictures. Bum, 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 bum. Gonna get him. Maybe that's one there, but he's got his back turned. Definitely open need. It's not a very good shot. Can't even tell if it's him. And I'm out of picks. That's not good. Walking. And again, you're going to have to go find me the gates. Yeah, I knew it. You're going to have to go find me the gates if you want the meme. Because I'm telling you now, I'm not going looking for them. I can't be arsed. I don't even know who this person is. If it was someone famous and important, I'd bother. But I can't be arsed. No, I've already proven it. It's all of them. I'm shooting fish in a barrel at this point. Christian Meyer, CM, 33 father in the girl's name. Copy and paste back file. Let's have a look, see if Christian Meyer's there. Meyer, I don't know how you say it. Come on, find it. Right, what's it? We're searching. We'll go pickers. First up, where's your clavicles? First question. I'm asking for a friend. Where's your clavicles at? I saw another picture there. That one's just as bad. Again, I should be. If someone can explain to me why Ann Kisami can see me has got bigger hot dog clavicles than matey girl here. There's your seal of approval that I am looking at a woman with closer eyes and a wonky chin. Look how wonky. Whoever puts these chins in always puts them in wonky to that side. There's a 50-50. We're done. It's an egg-shaped head, closer eyes, beautiful eyelashes, small ears, pink lips, no jawbone, no Adam's apple, no trachea, no place to put a meatball. I like your widow's peak there. What's his name? Christian. Right, Christian, let's have you. Oh my! Is there any questions? Is this his wedding day? That's a lovely mint you got there. Look at the size of the Franken bride there. Look at the size of him. The size of this shoulder, this arm. Look at the beefiness of that bicep. Again, with a thick clavicle. It explains to me why your bride's got bigger clavicles. He's bigger than you, Christian, even. That is a spanker of a gate right there. Talk about tightrope walking. I love a wedding day mince. It's a shame that camera's not in front of you. Oh, I'm really gutted it's not in front of you. Christian Meyer, email. Yeah. I might have a bit of a problem with that face as well. Let's go back. And we're done. Don't tell me that's the only gate. Please give me something else. Oh, what's that there? Female Bigfoot from Flamengo. That's not bad actually. Straight-legged boyfriend. That's not a bad gate actually. We've got some more. Give me a mince. That's you, but it's no good. From Flamingo again. That one's from Flamingo as well. As if he didn't give us a wedding day. Look at the size. If someone can explain to me why the fathead here has got a small squashed down face and a giant skull versus the lion smile, the deep set eyes and the blockhead on the left, well, that'd be nice. Wait, what's Jesus doing there? Is that David Hasselhoff? No, that's my girl, isn't it? That looks like Trump. That's my girl as well, isn't it? Yes, it is. Nice diamond. And there's another one there. Look at the state of that. There's my full mince if it's you. Christian Meyer. It is from, it's a shame I didn't get a shot after that, coming down that stair fell. Right, we got him. I didn't get my perfect mince. Well, I did from the side. I've got more flamingos than anything else, but that's fine by me. I can handle that. I was just going to say that looks like Lou Diamond Phillips. No, it's not. It's him. It's this person. Hey, he looks like Lou Diamond Phillips. I don't want that one. I'll take that one though. Another flamingo. I'll take that one. I think that's it. And the wedding day mints. It's probably the best out of the bunch for the tightrope. And then we just want your face, Christian. The size of that dude. I'm taking that picture. Boys with boobs on YouTubes. Let's go back again. And there's the 50-50 we're looking for. Save image. Thanks for playing CSI with us. Christian Mayer, CM33 in the name. Next. Magali Solier. Magali Solier, if I'm saying that name right. A Peruvian actress and singer. That is a big head. Look at the size. Look at the size of these cheekbones and ears. Distance in his eyes. A short, sloping forehead. Look how a male skull crests inward. Look. See it? But a woman's bellows outwards, giving a widest in the hairline. You don't get this short, sloping forehead with a woman. That's a dude. Final answer. There's your Getty seal. Look at the size of this jawbone. Look at the shadow it casts underneath it. It's how you know when you're not looking at women. Skull checking them when you don't have gates is your only answer. We'll take that as your 50-50. We're done. Wide ass cheekbones, rectangle shaped eyes like me, thick brow bone, overhanging the eye just like me, short sloping forehead just like me, square jaw just like me, big teeth just like me. It's a man. Final answer. Dude look like a lady. Everything about you so sexy. He is a beast. Who's that fella there? He's a big one, isn't he, that one? He is though, isn't he? He's a big fella. And let's go back walking. creepy eyes. Well, look at me and it feels like you got creepy eyes. Enter. Oh. Only one of these can be a woman. He's putting it on. He's not. Nice diamond in there with a gap lock. No diamond in there, no gap lock. It's almost like you're a man crossing your legs over, pal. Is that you? Yeah, but he's standing. It's no good. This ain't happening. I think we're leaving. Oh, we definitely are. Don't you dare put street in, Peter. You know what it's going to be? 20 seconds of your life. You can't get it back. You can't get it back. 20 seconds of your life. Up the spout, look. Told you to want to eat next. Jorge Aravena. Peruvian Venezuelan televanea actor. Televanea? Oh, televisioner. Right, okay. Let's have a look at your boobies. It's Wednesday night. Nana's got her baps out. Oh, they're definitely a pair of titties. Look at them. My hands are just motioning to squeeze them. Honker, 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 honker. A pair of tits. It is though. Look at that one there. It's Wednesday night. Nana's got a baps out. Oh, Nana. Look at this. I don't even get a porn strike. I show a woman with her boobs out. Nothing. Absolutely. Because she identifies as a bloke. That means her boobs identify as pecs. Look at the size of that chicken nom nom nom. I am a connoisseur of the chicken nom nom nom. And right there is a big, juicy chicken nom nom noms. All the way home. She's sexy. She would have been very pretty. She's got a beautiful body on her. Not like that, I mean. If she'd left the boobs and not grown a beard and that, you know. She'd have been a pretty girl. But unfortunately, they cut her boobs off, added a Adam's raisin implant at the bottom of his neck for some reason. Put in a massive jaw implant, but it just makes that face even smaller, doesn't it? Instead of having a sloping small jaw, it's now got a big jaw, squashing that, just compacts the face even more. They look weird, don't they? Once you can see them, they look weird. They don't look like real men and women, most of them. Why the long face? 50-50? Do you know what? I'll take that as your 50. No, it's too big. That was closer. We'll take that as your 50-50. It's a bit small, but we'll take it. Gates. She likes getting her baps out, doesn't she? Nearly every picture. She's got mild Popeye muscles. Can you explain to me why your arm and fist is so small? It looks like someone's added a child's... From the elbow, it looks like a child's arm. Let's go back. Hungry eyes. And if you don't believe me about the titties... explain this to me then. Because when a woman runs and her boobies flop around like this, even in a bra... they go out in certain angles. Poncho, when's the last time you ran and you literally felt your nipples slapping underneath your armpit? When's the last time you felt your nipples slapping underneath your armpit, Ponch? Never! Thanks, Marv. Never. Because I haven't got boobs. When they say men get moobs, that's what they mean. But it's tosh. Only women get boobs that rattle around like that. You see, because what they do, right, and I know it's hard for you to accept this, when this little girl was young, they went in and some doctor cut out the breast and removed it and made it look like a man. Only, as they get older, the skin where that mammary gland was, it's a mammary gland, the mammaries, it's still very soft. It doesn't firm up because it's not muscle. You understand? It's just skin. Underneath a man's skin, there's raw muscle on a big chest. Underneath a woman's skin, there's mammary gland. It's a gland. It's not muscle. and a small chest. And that's exactly what I've got here. Close set nipples. Never trust a man with close set nipples. Or nipples that want to float up underneath the armpit whilst running. Okay. So... Who said that? Who's that? Who is that? That's not who. I thought it was Sean Connery. Oh, she's very hippie, isn't she, darling? Oh, she's very... Titties! So, we're looking at titties. And there's your first... This is an American football player. I don't know his name. I couldn't name him. This is... I can't remember his name. Batista. I don't know. He's a Dutch MMA fighter. And this is a French swimmer. Now, you can literally see the scar mark right there. Look, it's like 4 inches long. Easy, isn't it? Look at that. It looks like it's still open. It looks like it hasn't even been sewn up. You can see where a doctor came in, removed the breast. That's the scar from it. Because you're not paying attention. And the nipples go inverted. Look at how that nipple is concaved. It's going inwards, look. It's an inverted nipple. Necrotic What they do is they remove the breast, the gland, because there's no muscle under there, and then sew back on the nipple, but the nipple's dead. It's dying. It's necrotic. And they don't look very nice. So you're left with these 2 massive markers that tell you this is a woman. An inverted necrotic nipple and a mastectomy scar. Now, I want to draw your attention to this. I have never, ever seen one of my friends, boys, slap their chest and literally their chest, look at it, it forms a full outline of his hand all the way around. Right, look, you can see on both sides. Do you know why this is happening? Why you've got this great big crater where his hand is? Because that is not muscle. It's not a man. It's a woman who's had a breast removed and she's slapping a boob, look. And the skin where the boob, Rico Verhoeven, thank you, Annabelle, that used to be there is showing itself, look. A man couldn't do that because underneath his skin is muscle. Underneath this person's skin is an empty chamber where a breast used to be. And the skin remembers, look. The skin literally remembers it was a breast. That has got to be one of the best pictures I've ever found in forensics. And I don't draw enough attention to it. Look at the state of that handprint. Explain it to me. Go on, try. Explain it like I just did, like you're 4 years old. Easy to understand. Explain it to me. You can't. But forensics literally destroys everything you know. Every topic, every one of your false idols falls and fails when it comes to forensics. Here's another one. Dutch bodybuilder. Another one. We're still in Richter. I'd like to draw your attention to the Nookie Bear nipples. If any one of you can explain to me what's going on there with this young man's chest and how, for some reason, he, from just underneath the elbow, look, he spreads wider and wider and wider and continues to spread because that's a breadbasket. That's not a male abdomen. That's a young girl. I'm looking at a young girl. I don't care if she's 7 foot tall. I don't care if she's got muscles like this now. It's just muscle mass. Underneath all that muscle is a skinny little girl. And if you put her in a boxing ring against a real male boxer at 6'9" with real muscle mass, the little girl's bones will break. That's the end of it. Because she's not a male bodybuilder. She's a female MMA fighter now, isn't she? Is she MMA? I'm sure she's gone into MMA. It's just nonsense. More of the same. And there, James Bond, or as I like to call her, Jane Bond. You see, Christian Meyer, I've already done Christian Meyer, and I've just saved all those pictures, you div. Oh, I've got to go back to him. I've just done it. Dang it, I've already got Christian Meyer. I've just wasted 10 minutes of my life, haven't I? Anyway, Roger Moore. look at the necrotic nipples. I want you to look very closely at these nipples that have been sewn back on, look. They're dead, they're dying. These are boobs. The skin around the nipple remembers that it was a breast. There is your mastectomy scar, right there, look. And on this side, there it is. As hard as it is for you to accept that all male celebrities have got knockers, I can prove not only that they are knockers, but these are female hips. These are female hands. That this is, in fact, a female. Just by the way she walks. There is no other subject that gives you the clarity the way forensics does in this world. In this horrible place that we've all been born into. Where, we'll stay with Holland, the Dutch DJs have got breasts. If someone can explain to me why the Dutch DJ has got a pair of boobs, that'd be nice. If someone could explain to me why the Dutch Prime Minister, Mark Rutte, has got teenage boobs, well, that'd be nice. Because you haven't got any answers. You can call it gynomastica. Men get gynomastica. No, they don't. FTMs get gynomastica. I don't know. I'll tell you now. I've never looked at one of my boyfriends, my friends. I've never looked at any male I've met in real life with his top off and thought to myself, what are you doing with your top off, mate? You've got schoolgirl breasts. I've never looked at a bloke and thought, what's wrong with your tits, mate? Because men don't have tits, women do. And all this nonsense about gynomastica. Red rhetorics, mate. Sean, what did they call him? Hair. Apparently she got sacked from working at Walmart for talking about the globe earth and all that. Someone reported antics online. Good, you twat. If it's even true, probably not. But you said that you had gynomastica. You didn't. You were literally growing a pair of breasts. You didn't have gynomastica. When I, as a flat earther, I thought gynomastica was a real thing because I read about it, not realising it was bollocks. And when I read about it, and you repeated it to me, you said, I've got gynomastica. I felt sorry for you. I was like, I bet he has trouble sleeping. You know, if I was a bloke and I woke up with a pair of schoolgirl tits like that, I'd go to sleep crying on a night. I might go to sleep rubbing them as well. But I'd go to sleep crying every night. I'm telling you now, right? And I wrote this to him. And he sent me this picture of the Venus de Milo or something from Roman times, and it was a woman with breasts and a penis. That was like them mocking me. This person was literally mocking me at this point. I didn't know anything about. I didn't know anything about these things, and in with Russian videos talking to this person and Red Rhetoric, and in Russian videos is going, but you've got a pair of boobs, Sean. And in this picture, he literally does. It's not gynomastica. At this point, he's had a boob job. You know, gynomastica is where, for me, a woman's boobs grow back. If you give a man female growth hormones, estrogen, and a man grows a pair of breasts, they don't look. They look like this as well. You could also call that gynomastica, couldn't you? It's like when they say hermaphrodites. I just think there's another word for these. I really do. But today's word is titties. I'm a real living bio man. I've grown up in this world of lies. For all my life, I have been attracted to women with big faces. If you're a real natural bio woman, the ones I sing about, you've been attracted to men with long, narrow faces and close set eyes, look. Just a simple look tells you which skull is which. That's why when you go put in a male skull on Mr. E, and Mr. E doesn't have a face like me, like this. When you go put in a male skull on a female, we can tell. Because firstly, the eyes don't even fit. That's my favourite part. The eyes aren't even the right shape. They're not rectangular like this one. They're not coffee bean, etc. The eyes are all wrong. And I can tell just by the width on that face versus the length on that face that I'm looking at inverts. Just by their face alone, I can tell. But to give this one away, they just give him a pair of tits and sent him out there. They're pecs, Peter. No, they're definitely breasts. I'm a connoisseur of the chicken nom nom and the chicken pom poms. And they are definitely chicken pom poms right there. So you can carry on putting the wrong skulls on people. I'm not just talking about celebrities. I'm talking about normal people. You've done it to plenty of people in the chat. And I'll grant you, plenty of the people in the chat don't fit the skulls correctly. A lot of them didn't. Because they want to be part of your great awakening. They want to pretend along with you that they're normal and they're waking up with you or remembering with you when they're part of the poison that has rotted your soul. I told you, because I'm a living bio man, I have a conscience. I couldn't sleep at night knowing that you're doing this to children. That you're lying to the entire world, the whole realm, the whole kingdom. Every man, woman and child is being lied to, apart from your sorts, who know without a shadow of a doubt that the earth is literally flat and water is level. They know that there's no such thing as bendy water. They know it isn't spinning. They know space doesn't exist. They know they haven't got nuclear bombs. They know that they are the real terrorists. All the other ones they show us aren't real, but these are the real ones, terrorising us every day. 2, 3, 5 years ago when it began, Scamvid, when Scamvid began, all these people were on television showing you, I'm getting it done. You sick, twisted mofos. If the depopulation program is real and the figures are right from Australia and New Zealand, because it's furthest away from us, we don't see their news, do we? We just see Europe and Americas and China's and Russia. We don't really hear much from Australia. But if their figures are right, there is a direct link to a certain thing that will put them all in prison. I can't prove any of that to you. I have known people die since they've had it, but people die anyway. And they were blaming it all on Scamvid, weren't they, at one point, because they got a 50 to do so. He fell down the stairs, died of Scamvid. There was a multiple pile up on the motorway. They all died of Scamvid. It's just so they could get the money, the 15 grand per signature, name, whatever. But that is the sorry state of affairs, that these actors are not only telling lies about the world you're living in, but they're doing it to cause great discomfort to you and your family's health. That bothers me greatly. And all these subjects bother me greatly. Anything to do with hurting natural people and children bothers me greatly, because I'm a bio-natural man. You should all be locked up. If I had my way, I'd throw away the key for most of you, especially if the hot dogs and the pizzas and the adrenochrome's real. And I don't believe in none of it. But if it is real, and it turns out, throw away the key. But I've just got this feeling nothing ever happens. Nothing happens at all. Just like all the fake wars, all the fake serial killers, the fake moon landing, the fake nukes, the fake food, the fake schooling, the fake education, the fake history. But the stories are real. Their stories are real. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about all of it. This right here just makes me want to laugh and laugh and laugh. So when they tell me you don't know what you're doing with the skull checks, oh, I do. I've been doing it a long time. I know it takes a 50-50 picture like this to slot them skulls in. One of them will just go straight in. Before you even put the face on, when it's at the side of the face, you'll know it matches. You'll know which one's going in and which one isn't straight away. It's one of the most poetic things in your cognitive thought when you can see what it is for yourself. It enlightens you. It lifts you up, knowing that you're not being fooled anymore. I'm not saying that you can't be fooled ever again. You'll be aware of it now. And for most of them, they won't even pass, I'm telling you. When you see them, they won't pass. They'll want to pass, because that's the whole point of doing this. Passing as a woman or passing as a man before natural people. And then natural man or woman idolizing the fake idol, which is what the Bible taught you not to do, right? But you don't believe in the Bible because there are lies in it. I agree there are lies in it, but there's a whole load of truth. An abundance of it. Why you're here. How it came to be that this world is so inverted. It's all in the Bible. All right, this subject's not there in detail, and it should be. I think that my forefathers and my ancestors, if they knew about this, they'd leave it in a book for me to read about, so that I could find them and see them. But there was just clues left in history, right? That's why you become a forensics detective. When my nana said, never trust a man whose eyes are too close together, what she was actually telling me was, I'm looking at a woman. But she didn't say that. It was abstract. It was a clue. It was part of my great remembering, awakening, how a face should actually look. And my nana left me a clue. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Never trust a woman whose eyes are too far apart. Forensics is a gift from God to all of us. Not only does it show you who the liars are, it will show you that God is real. God exists. If you study the subject long enough, you can only come to one conclusion, that you and your body are intricately and lovingly designed by a creator who foresaw all the poisons that they were going to use on you, and still made your body strong enough to fight back and resilient enough to ignore what they'd done to you. God is almighty, all-powerful, and all-knowing. Gates, he's got a big head. Who was that? The one with the teeth? All I saw was an head and teeth. Where's that picture gone? There. Tell me, who's got the lion smile? Who's got the bigger face, look? Who's got the bigger ears? Low set, large teeth, large mouth, deep set eyes. Just make your own mind up, folks. Just remember, women are widest in the hairline. Men are widest in the cheeks, look. Georgie Aravana, he's got no gates. Walking. Oh, we've got a couple here. What are they? Oh, that's nice. Inline. What's that? That's not you. I saw another one. Where was it? There, the airport. From Flamingo. That's not bad. There's a full mince right there. I saw another one there as well. Oh, it's that a wedding day mince. Please let that be you. That's Jeff Bezos. Surely it is Jeff Bezos. That's it. Oh, do you want to see some male bums? There you go. A couple of males. Got the bums out, look. Nice flat stomachs. Look at the Adonis belt here. A real Adonis belt. Not them big made up ones that look like you've had an accident. We're done. Let's go back. I'll take that one. That's a nice mince. Let's go back. Save image. And we're done. What's his name? Georgie Aravana is a girl, proven by the way she walks. And whoever that is, that guy with a lion smile there and the big meatball knuckles. Is that his husband? That is his husband, isn't it? He's a big one, isn't he? The veil is lifted as far as I'm concerned. I don't need them skulls. And if I can't work it out from the skull, I'll work it out from your gait. And if you try deceiving any of my people and try to make them perish through your lies, I'm the one that I give them the knowledge to spot you. And if it's not me, it'll be someone else. Another man, another son of man that comes in my place and tells the world. Enough of your games and your lies, your shenanigans. I can see through it now. I can see through you. I can see through to your skeleton. It is just like having X-ray vision. It really is. Jenny Gago. Jenny Gago. Yeah, it's why you're attractive to me. Because real women have close set eyes, small teeth, oval shaped faces. You have curvy shoulders, short curving shoulders. Your arms hang akimbo. You have a beautiful shape from the elbow to just below the crotch. It's called the womb. It's a beautiful shape when you understand what a real woman looks like. Compared to these Frankenstein monsters with big massive heads. Look at the size of that head. I've never kissed a woman, I don't think I have, that's got a bit. I've kissed one on the cheek that's got a big head as mine, Amanda, and maybe a few other. I have kissed a few. I've kissed a few footballers' wives on the cheeks, not on the lips, on the cheeks. You know, when I'm going. Bye. Thank you for the booking. In real life, I don't remember one of my girlfriends having a bigger head and a bigger smile and wider eyes than me. I don't remember that. I think I would. Jenny Gago. Let's have a look. That's a dude. Final answer. Look at that 1,000-yard stare. If you can't see, that's a man looking back at you. Oh, let's put that in the way. He's got big male cheekbones. Same thing again. Let's put it in the way. I like that other picture there, though. Let's have a look. Oh, it's too small. It's a man's face. Look how wide that cheekbone is. Draw a triangle. It's huge, look. The face is massive. Women are supposed to have tight, squashy faces. It's what makes you beautiful and attractive. Yes. Not these wide-eyed Frankensteins with long arms and big feet. It's terrifying when you realise that you've lusted after the same gender without knowing. Martin Sheen. Look at the distance in his eyes. Look at the distance in his eyes and then look at the distance in her eyes. Firstly, which one's got the tallest head? This one's got a short sloping head. This one's got a short sloping head. This one's got a flat, tall head, widest in the hairline. Look, there's a letter M there. Or it creates a love heart shape. Look. See it? Because of the shape of the face. He does look like Mr. Huxtable. I can't remember his name. Yeah, very similar looking. Very square looking. You see, because they wanted you to fancy the wrong gender without knowing, there are a lot of gay people out there that have become gay because of this look. The man became attracted to this man because he looks like a woman. Okay, when you reach your 60s or 70s and you see other women that look like this, the man of the 60s and 70s is going to find this face attractive. So when they were younger, like this, yeah? So the man thinks he's gay. The woman thinks she's gay because she's attracted to this long neck, square-jawed, big mouth, far apart eyes, short sloping forehead woman. She believes it's a woman, But it's not. It's a man in disguise. So therefore you cannot be gay. You're still straight. And this is the idea of them tainting your soul, removing you from God's graces without you knowing. That's why Jesus said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. He wasn't talking about these. He was talking about you, the sons and daughters of men. That's why he wanted you to be forgiven. That's why, for me, Jesus' love knows no bounds. Really doesn't. He took the whole world's sins, the whole world. However many people there was, past, future and present, he took them all. I've just got to take my own sins, and they're bad enough. I wish I'd lived my life differently. I'd still make the mistake with Jodie so I could have a ratio. I'd still make that mistake, even if I knew it was going to cause me great heartache and hardship. I still do it. Because Ray said, even though you left, Dad, Mum wouldn't have got flat earth. If you'd stayed, you might not have even got the flat earth message, Dad, if you'd not left. And I kind of understand what you're saying, son. I do. But I couldn't not live this world without you, mate. I couldn't. Because he's my own son and he understands all of this, and he can do the forensics, he can do flat earth, he can debate anything virtually. I don't want that to change ever. I never ever want that to change. And if that's a mistake, forgive me, Father, for I know not what I do, right? Well, I do know I want to make that mistake because of my son. I wouldn't want a chance getting a different child with a different mind, ever. Go to the opticians, you div. Let the optician have a look at your eyes. 14 days, mate. It should start healing by now. We're done. There's no pictures. Next. Richard Pryor. I do believe I've got Richard Pryor. Is it a good one though? That's the question. Pryor. See, people get upset. Tommy Robinson, the Ku Klux Klan, and all these Aryan Brotherhood bollocks. I know that there were good people in all different colours around the world. No matter what country I go to. Africa, India, China, Japan, Belgium, Germany, France, Switzerland. It don't matter. God's children are spread far and wide. And we're in abundance. We are the masses. Because they rule over us. Otherwise it wouldn't work. If there was, let's say it was 75% them, 25% us, what's the point? It's got to be the few that rule over the masses, and that's the way it is. People get caught up on skin colour. I've never really got caught up on skin colour. I come from a racist town. I come from, my racist father was racist. But I never grew up like him. I never saw the world like him. You see, I didn't receive that same propaganda he did through the 60s in the cartoons when they were showing Africans versus whites and all the rest of it. I didn't grow up through all of that. He did. So there's a certain amount of... They wanted race. They thrive on racism because it's a way to... Straight away you divide the world on colour. White versus black. Straight away. Masons. Black and white. What Michael Jackson is. It's okay, the black and white. Michael Jackson sung about it. It don't matter if you're black or white. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Skin colour and skeleton does not determine the kindness of your soul. It doesn't. I don't care what anyone says. Richard Pryor was one of the funniest comedians. I used to watch all the films. Him and Gene Wilder, The Silver Streak, Stay Crazy, See No Evil. What a coupling Gene Wilder and Pryor was. And I always liked it, you know. It never bothered me that Richard Pryor was a black woman. I can say it now, she's a black woman, not a black man, but it never bothered me that Richard Pryor was black. The soul inside Richard Pryor was hilarious to me. Same as Jim Carrey is. I think these people are greatly affected, particularly comedians, are greatly affected by the essence of God. Like Cat Williams is, there's loads of them that are affected deeply by knowing God. Jim Carrey is. That the other entertainers don't show the way the comedians do. I told you, there's a clip of Richard Pryor on stage when he was young, and he just comes out before the crowd and he's pretending to be God. And it's deadly quiet, and he comes out, he says, hey, how you doing? I've come from my boy Jesus. I left him here 2,000 years ago. Where is he? Where's my boy? And then he goes on for like a 3-minute diatribe of God getting madder and madder and madder about where Jesus is and what you've done with him. And why you'd do it to him. And it was, for me, it was a very impactful speech by Richard Pryor. It's very hard to find that clip. I think I've only seen it twice. I keep searching for it. I can never find it. But there is a clip where Richard Pryor plays God on stage for about 4 minutes. And it was deeply disturbing to me. Because he knows the truth. She knows the truth. Right, Richard Pryor. I have got one. Let me have a look at these. That's not a very good one, though. It's very old. I've got 3, but none of them are up to my standard. I'm tempted by That Is Your Face. I like that one, but with the glasses is doing it. There we go. I'll take that as your 50-50, Richard. Right there, you can see the woman, right? The close set eyes, small ears. Small teeth, no cheekbones, look. I'll take that as your 50-50. And then we'll go gate shopping. I'll just go straight to walking for you, Pryor. Because I've already done you. Oh, I love The Silver Streak. One of my favourite films. Mind you, so was Stay Crazy. He cool. He bad. I think when they're walking through the prison. He cool. He bad. Oh no, that's The Silver Streak, that one, isn't it? That's not the... Look at Eddie Murphy's gate here. The pair of them, look. Pair of young black girls pretending to be black men. The TikTok legs. Long legs, short body. Is that Pryor there? That is. That's a beautiful flamingo foot with diamond. What's that one? That's in line, but it's not perfect. The whole world is messed up. It's inverted. People's way of thinking is wrong. And it's that, oh my gosh, Richard Pryor. Papa got a sweet tooth. And look at Richard Pryor's ass. She was damn sexy. She was damn sexy. Should have been a beautiful black girl. She really would have. I've only met a few girls that can really, really make me belly laugh. God made you a rarity in this world. I used to fancy that one. He's an ex-Playboy model, isn't he? Dude with boobs. Lord forgive me, for I knew not what I did. If I knew now, I would turn my nose up at that and take Richard Pryor just on that picture alone. I'd take Richard Pryor over that dude with the big boobs any day of the week. But that's the idea that they had, right? That you not only will you be attracted to the wrong gender, you'll be under the illusion that you too can become a movie star like Eddie and Richard. That you'll drive a Rolls Royce, Silver Phantom or whatever. It's all an illusion in the Matrix, because all of this is, none of it's real. Richard Pryor isn't really a male comedian that's rich and famous. It's just because that's the story they told you. Richard Pryor. I know you got some more gates. Come on. Where's that one where you're walking down the hill? Is that a young Chris Rock right there? That looks like a young Chris Rock, doesn't it? It's not. Chris Rock. You know what? There's nothing there. Let's try Street. The memes I've already got. I think I will do. I'll just take those two that I found. Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Oh, there it is. That's the one with Harvey Keitel. Look at the state of Harvey's arms swinging akimbo. Put a towel in there. Look at that full mince on Pryor. Where's the one where he's walking down the hill? It shows it really clean. It's not there. Alright, we'll take the gates we've got and we'll move on. President of Azerbaijan, what's his name? You should know by now. You don't write stuff like that. You write names. I think I've already done it anyway. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Or am I thinking of the President of Iran? I don't know. I want your face, Richard Pryor. Done. Richard Pryor's a woman, proven by the way she walks. I'll add the other gates from the other meme I've made next. Mario Persona is absolutely nothing, apparently. Images. Mario Persona. This is not happening. It's showing me bloody Mario. Mario Persona. Yeah, you're having a laugh. I'm going to go walking, then I'm leaving. I don't know what you want here. Yeah, it's not happening. No chance. Next. Blaze Mechueli. Mechueli. Sounds like I've got a list when I say it. Mechueli. You don't even want to write up. What do you want out of this one? You got no chance. I'm telling you now. Yeah, you got no chance. All I've got is that one face. I don't know what you want. Blaze Mechueli. Deep set eyes. Look at the thickness of that brow bone. Low set ear, almost in line with the lip. Big mouth, square jaw, deep set eye. We're done. It's a bloke. Final answer, but I'm not typing gate. There's no point. Ney Matogrosso is professionally known as Ney Matogrosso, a Brazilian singer. Ilham Aliyev. Oh my gosh. Ilham. Copy, paste, search, paste, search. Away it goes. Right. Ney Matogrosso is a... Oh my gosh, what is going on there? Oh, it's drawn on. I thought he was actually dressed in a bridesmaid outfit. Well, that's not much different to what I was looking at. Women, know your limits. When you drink testosterone, it will send you bald, giving you the beautiful vertical 5-head with 2 dimples on it, look. Look at dimple 1, dimple 2, vertical 5-head, slopes backwards, small skull. It's a woman. Final answer, it's an egghead. Widest in the hairline. High set, large, but high set ears. Yeah, I think he's had a jaw implant, but it's still egg shaped, right? It's widest there and not here. It does kind of have a male digit ratio by the look of it now. But it doesn't mean nothing. 95% pass rate. Do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of the evil guy out of RoboCop, Clarence Boddicker. Reminds me of Clarence Boddicker. Come with me, fool. Who are you? All day long. He does look like Clarence Boddicker. It's unreal. Oh, that's not Masonic, is it? No, I don't see anything Masonic or Compass-like in there. That's not as above, so below, is it? No, sure it isn't. Nice flamingo foot. I'll take that as your 50-50. Let's see if you got any gates. Name Mata Grosso. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, look at that mince. Are you kidding me? Sweet baby Jesus of mincing. Look at that. It's a shame your legs aren't in view. Oh, there's no gates. Walking. Is that you? Because that's game over if it is. Oh, it is. Oh, no, it isn't. Alberto Rosenbelt. Dang it. Still a nice gate, whoever it is. Let's all look here. Doing the Jesus Christ pose, mocking him. Jesus isn't mocked, neither is God, you bunch of pricks. It's us, the mocking, it's us, the children of God, they're being mocked. Name Matagoso, he's got no gates. I'm out of pictures, we're done, next. Wait, what time is it? Oh, it's 10:30, folks. I think I'll call that a night, maybe, yeah. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left. We'll be doing requests tomorrow, Thursday Night Live. Where's my OBS? There it is. God wants you to know that you were born in an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Thank you very, very much for watching. Good night. God bless. Students and school checkers from... good night, Denise. Sweet dreams, everyone. Bye.